Oh shit, boy.
My man E said crime mode must. What that mean to me? No time to slow it up. Like 12 EPs in the span of 12 months. Building up the buzz till we got them going nuts. That means no sleep, well at least not much. Working OT so you know you got funds. Learning from the OGs that really know what's up. It means getting focused and really growing up. Not going to the club every other night. Staying in the crib cause you got records to write. Beats to produce. Songs that need mixing. Backed up emails or calls you keep missing. It's all in the mission. That's why you keep at it. A roadblock don't stop you. You see past it. It means knowing the music aspect could be magic, but behind the scenes you need a lot more than talent.
Whoa! Shout out to the homie. Let me take this off. Felt like I was gonna rob something. Got the sage going. Shout out to the homie SK Silent Night. That's KNIGHT. And the band called Fuse, F-U-S-E. Silent Night and the band called Fuse. Check them out. Together they dope. Silent Night bars are dope. I ain't got to say much more. If you don't know, you should know. And we're back with another episode on a solo joint. Where are we going with this today? Where are we going with it? It is Tuesday, December 8th. When is this going to be up? I don't know. Busy. Is what I am, thankfully, right? So yeah, I'm still consistent. I might have been off, started this months ago, maybe 6 months ago, 5 months ago. And I was trying to do an episode every week. And I've been pretty consistent. I might be off by like 4 days. If you count from original upload to now, I'm off like 4 or 5 days. So there'll be some things in the works, right? And booking guests. It's just been hard with the Rona. It's hard with the Rona. People don't want to come out. I get it. I take risks with the Rona. Risk with the Rona. Say that 3 times fast. And but the risk that I take, I'm willing to take them. I go airsofting, I'm willing to take that risk. I went indoor snowboarding at the American Dream Mall with my nephew last weekend. I'll take that risk for snowboarding. For the podcast, I'll take that risk. Now, are you gonna catch me indoor dining? Nah. Outdoor dining? Nah. At a bar? Nah. Listen, I bought a crib so I don't have to go out and have a drink somewhere. Why would I want to go somewhere to drink when I have my own spot? I just go to the liquor store, come home, and have a drink. I'm chilling. Cheers. I've been learning Russian. I forgot how to say cheers in Russian, but you know what it is. So yeah, I'm doing this episode, right? Let's get to it. Shout out to everybody that followed, shared the videos, that liked the videos, that commented on the videos. It is not lost on me. I say it every time and I'll continue to say it. I appreciate everybody that's been checking it out. Like I said, there's no script. I was going to come in here with a script because today, Tuesday, December 8th, about a week ago, my homie's wife posted something. And she said, what has 2020 taught you? And I told her, I'm stealing it. I told her straight up. On social media. Like, you can go find it if you know her. I'm not going to put her name out there. If you know her, I told her I'm stealing this shit. 4 minutes and 30 seconds in and I cursed. There goes my monetization. Psych, I don't get paid for this. What has 2020 taught me? And I was going to write a list of what it taught me, right? But I don't write no script. This is all off the top. So, I don't know, man. It's been a wild ride. 2020, we got 3 weeks left. 3 weeks left. And we out here. Then it's going to be 2021. What's going to happen? Is the Rona real? Is the Rona fake? What has the Rona taught you? This whole pandemic and the quarantine. Being isolated, if you live an isolated life. I lived the quarantine life before quarantine. So it's nothing to me. I love this in a way. Because sometimes people hit you and you're like, I don't want to fucking chill. You got to make an excuse on shit you got to do and this and that. Now, I'm like, yo, the Rona's real. We can't get up. But what has 2020 taught me? I would say first, I would say it made me realize that plenty of times, even doing this podcast, plenty of times I watched my mouth on some more, like I didn't want to hurt feelings. And it was because every time I said something to somebody, they always call feelings. Like, oh, you always trying to check me, or you always think you're the smartest guy in the room, all right. So after enough of those comments, you start checking yourself, and you're like, maybe somebody will say something stupid, and you'll be like, and instead of me saying, nah, that's wrong, I'm just like, I exit out of the conversation in my head. I'm out of the conversation because I already know that person or these people, and I'm already like, they don't want to hear the facts. Oh, who's this? Oh, look at this. Busy is my best friend. Can't even do that right now. I should have had that face down. Anyway, right? So, what was I? Yeah, so you got that. Everybody's sensitive. So I learned that, you know what? Sometimes it isn't worth holding your tongue. You should just say what you want to say because life is short. You know what? If people can't hold their feelings, if they're dumb, they're dumb. Just because you correct them does not mean that you belittling them. Or you know what I mean? That you're trying to make them feel less of a person or like you're the smart man in the room. No, man. What you said doesn't make sense. Those are not facts. Sorry if I can't partake in a conversation that isn't built off of facts. We could elaborate, are aliens real? I don't know. We can go to those depths. But if we're going to talk about stuff that's factual, and I know the facts, I'm going to tell you the facts. Now, if you don't like those facts, that's on you. It's not on me. So you know what? I don't hold my tongue anymore. And even on this podcast, I was holding my tongue for a couple of episodes, and my homie asked me, why do you do that? I'm like, cause everybody catches feelings, man. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, nobody said anything yet because I watched my mouth. But there's stuff that I'm like, I'm not gonna touch on that. And this is all off the top. Even with a guest, there's no script, so I freestyle all of this. And I'm still able to watch my mouth around it because it's, watch your mouth. Shout out to my homie T. So yeah, it's just weird. So 2020, that's one thing it taught me. I ain't watching my mouth anymore. I'm going to be fair and I'm going to be considerate of people's feelings, of course. Right? But I love freedom of speech and I want the right to say what I want to say. The same way, if I want that right for me, I have to afford everybody else that right. Now, you want to be racist or whatever your thought may be, you're allowed to say it. I feel as long as it doesn't cross the line of hate speech where you are causing people to go out and create acts of violence based off of your speech, then that's a whole different line. But, for example, you're like, I hate Spanish people. All right, cool. You hate Spanish people, no problem. But if you're like, go out and kill all Spanish people, I'm like, ooh, I got a problem with that. Because you're going to incite somebody who might not be all there to go do some crazy shit. But if you want to just jump out and be like, I hate Spanish people. All right. Doesn't bother me none. Because now I know where you stand. It is what it is. So, that's one thing it taught me. Freedom of speech. Say what you want to say. As long as you don't incite violence or some, physical harm to people. Say what you want to say. Now, if you get punched in your mouth, I don't know what to tell you. What else has 2020 taught me? Some people you keep around in your life might not be necessary to be in your life. Because when the whole shutdown went around and everybody had to be by themselves, you start realizing how many people that you called, you're like, I don't even want to call them. I don't even want to call her. I don't even want to call them. I don't want to call this. I don't want to call that. Or, damn, they don't call me. He don't call me. She don't call me. Friends don't call me. Shorty don't call me. So you're like, I bet. I see what it is. It was fair weather friends. Or fair weather acquaintances. However you say that fucking word, all right? I'm tired. I've been up since 4 a.m. So all that's another thing. Friends, people, associates, who knows, right? This quarantine should have made you think. You should have thought. You should be thinking in your house, like, how many people that I helped didn't check on me, didn't ask me, yo, you got this, you got that? Yo, you good? How's the fam? Nah, they ain't hit you. But last week, or 10 months ago, a year ago, they were like, yo, listen, I need a favor, bro. And you were like, yeah, I got you. Now, where they at? Living their own life, doing their own thing. So, be careful who you chill with. And watch the people you keep in your life. Some are necessary, some aren't. And then there's those other people that you might not have called enough, where now in this quarantine I realized, I'm like, oh shit, I should have hit this person up more. I should have hit that person up more. Because now in this shit, they call you, right? And they do check up. Like, yo, everything's good? I'm Gucci on this side. How you? I'm good over here. How's the fam? They good. How's the little one? They good. Right? So those people you wouldn't hit up when life was good. Because you were like, I ain't got no time. I'm too busy doing this, doing that, doing this. But now you find yourself hitting those people up, or they hit you up. And then you realize, like, oh. So be careful who you associate with. What else? What else do we got? 2020. What a year, no? Pandemic. Presidential election, which is a shit show. Let's touch on that for a second. Hold up. Let's sage the air before we talk about this presidential election. And like I said, remember the freedom of speech shit that I was just talking about a few minutes ago? Guess what? Some people are going to catch feelings. Disclaimer, if you made it this far, about 12 minutes in, I commend you. If you turn this off now, it is what it is. But I will say this. Whoever thinks that one man runs the country, I feel sorry for that one person, or for those people that think that. Us electing one person and thinking that one person changes the world, you're a joke. I'm sorry. Listen, disclaimer, I'm not going to say it again. Disclaimer, you're probably going to catch feelings. This is directed to nobody in particular. This is just what I've been seeing. So last time I'm going to say, if you're going to catch feelings, maybe this ain't the place for you. People, I see people writing, this election is a joke. Your life is a joke. You're worried about Trump and Biden? Your life is a joke. Take care of your kids. I see you. No crib, no car, no. And you worried about Biden and Trump? They don't care about you. Who cares who's in there? Go get a job. Stack your money. You worried about them? You spend all your day, your whole time worrying about social media and the election, and Trump is fighting it, and Biden stole it, and Trump won, and Biden didn't really win, and this and bro, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to pay your taxes, and if you don't, they're gonna come looking for you. Did you handle that? Probably not. You worried about this and about that. Get your life together. Stop worrying about this shit. This is a popularity contest. One guy runs the free world and you think that? Meanwhile, there's politicians, senators, governors, whoever, deep state, call it tinfoil hat conspiracy. These people been in office or held that position for more than a decade. And they're still there. 4 or 5 presidents later, that guy, that girl still has that job. So the president comes and goes. They don't. They make policy. They vote. House of Congress. And you think one guy, this is where people get caught up, which, like I said, they got us tied up in some bullshit. They roped us good. There should be a president of environmental protection. That should be its own president that we should vote for. We should vote for the president of healthcare. We should vote for the president of foreign affairs, internal affairs that deal with America's problems. We should deal with a president of controlled substances. Everything. There should be multiple presidents of every field because one guy cannot run this whole shit. Listen, I've been up since 4 a.m, went to work, winterized my pipes in my crib, went over about 2 hours of GoPro footage from airboarding and airsofting. I still got to shower, cook, eat, make lunch, edit this, and it's already 7:14. I've been up for 15 hours, did all this. And this is nothing. Nobody's affected by what I'm doing. But you think one president has enough time in a day to be like, what's up with Iran? Are we still fracking? What's up with the drug policy? War on drugs, war on terror. What are we doing about homelessness and kids and schooling? And come on, bro. Don't get caught up in the hype, man. Don't get caught up in the hype. Live your life. Do what you got to do. Stack your money. Take care of your family. Protect your friends. Each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in this whole rat race of who's winning, who lost, and social media and Twitter, Instagram. Well, Instagram's stupid, but that's not stupid, but you kind of get swayed one way or another. But Facebook and Twitter and all that other bullshit, come on. You already know about the algorithms. Ain't nobody telling you nothing. It's probably why half of my watch hours ain't legit. You telling me my watch hours ain't up there? They up there. Trust me, they up there. And the number goes up a little bit depending on views. Listen, here nor there. Thank God I'm not doing this for money. I don't give a shit. Election is crazy. Get your life together. Pay attention to what's going over there. Forget the popularity contest. Vote based off of policy. And fuck what the guy looks like and that extra bullshit they talk about on everybody wear a mask and will Corona will go down. Or build the border and fuck immigrants. Bro, it's a mantra. Read The Art of War. Read The Art of War. You might learn something. It's bigger than that. Don't listen to that. Listen to the actual policy. Look at your local government, your local mayor, the senators, the governor. Look at that. Chief of police, chief of the fire department. Vote for that. Because that directly affects your life. Whoever's in that office, listen, fam, unless you a millionaire, that guy in there don't mean shit to you. 80% of the time. But if you spend 80% of your time worrying about that guy, they got you where they want you, dead all that. So fuck this politics shit. I still follow it. I've been following them damn near my whole life. I love it though, but I don't let it fuck my head up. Some said I did. I don't think so. What else we got? So fuck all that. Let's move on to something else. We'll be 20 minutes in, 19 minutes in. What else we got? 2020, what has it taught me? What has it taught you? Email me at theawolpod@gmail.com. THEAWOL pod, P-O-D. theawolpod@gmail.com. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram is something. Twitter is something. Who knows? All the links are there. If you want to find me, you'll find me. Just like the Alphabet Boys. If they want me, they know where I'm at. What else? I feel like I need a sage after that damn fucking, shout out to my medicine woman out in Cali that sent me this. Think it's homegrown sage. Yeah. Clean that energy out. You know? Shit. This weekend was dope. I slacked off a little bit on this podcast and crib duties, but Saturday I went indoor snowboarding. Saturday. Sunday I went airsofting. And that was another thing. 2020, what has it taught me? Patience. I used to go airsofting and it was fun. Then it got not fun. And it wasn't fun anymore. People ain't called their hits. And it was this. And then, you know what? Last Sunday, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to just keep shooting you until you call your hit. You shoot me and I get hit, I'm going to call mine out of respect. But if you don't call yours, you're going to get popped. I know a couple of the people that airsoft, I think, watch this. If y'all do, y'all end up on my team, you already know my rules. If you're on the other side, call your hit or I'm going to keep popping. That's that. What else? What else we got here? Let's go back to coronavirus. You know what? Let's go back to coronavirus. I was hearing something today on the radio on 99.5, which is a political, no, kind of political, but listener-sponsored radio station on FM dial. 99.5. No commercials. They've been around since the 1950-something. Maybe 60, 61. Either way, they've been around for a long time. Do they lean left? Of course they do. Of course. But for you to be able to scroll and turn the dial on your radio and land on an FM station, 99.5, that's above Hot 97, but below Z100. Chances are you might land on it. Somebody just scrolling through, tuning through, and you land on 99.5 FM. Different programs, this and that. But there's a doctor called Gary Knowles. And I caught it late. It was 12. He's on from 12 to 1. I caught it at 12:48. But he was saying something about the corona test and how many levels of units they got to test in you for you to be positive or negative. And don't quote me on it. I'm not a scientist. You know what I mean? But he was saying that anything under 30 units, you technically don't have it. But they'll count that as a positive test. So, is he right? Is he wrong? I don't know. But I started thinking about it. And I'm like, hold on. Once again, freedom of speech. I'm doing it. I'm down. I know corona's real. My friend lost his father to it. My other friend got mom dukes, pop dukes, 2 brother-in-laws, and a sister. All sick at the same time with corona. He's stressing. I'm not going to tell him it's fake. I'm not going to tell him like, yo, you're bugging. They sick. Mom's fever 101. Is it a bad flu? Possibly. Is it corona? Possibly. I don't know. But what I do know when this whole mask mandate, weird. The rules of no indoor dining. Hold on. I'm about to get into something. We can't eat inside, but we're allowed to eat outside. But meanwhile, outside, they surround us with a tent with walls. I don't know about you, but outdoor dining seems like indoor dining outside. It's not like we are summertime, Sedona, Arizona, California, where we got no roof, no walls, we're separated, and the Rona is just going out to the atmosphere. We are in a tent with waterproof walls. That's okay. In the parking lot of an establishment. For that, let me go the fuck inside. Why you got me out here? It's cold. It's East Coast. It's cold. I don't dine outside. I cook my own food, but I'm saying, see what I'm saying? It's crazy. That has me thinking it's a little funny style. Second, everybody wants to shut down. I get it. My condolences to anybody who lost somebody. I'm not saying the Rona is fake or you can't catch the vid. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is nobody knows the long-term effects of a shutdown. I get it, you're trying to save lives, but my homie told me the other day, let's shut it down. And everything shut down, and in 2 weeks, I was like, all right, how about we shut down for a month? Like, legit shut down. Like, you got to go to ShopRite, buy your shit to last a month. Other than that, we have 2 weeks. Within these 2 weeks, you better have everything you have. If we catch you outside your house on some martial law shit, you're going to go to jail. You better have everything. But let's say everybody complies, and we are in a house for a month. And let's say this is a hypothetical. Follow me. Hypothetically, not a single person in the United States of America leaves their house for a month. That means if you have a 14-day period of being sick, I feel like within a month, you should go to 100% open, right? Why not? Then the Rona will be dead by then. Like, it's been 9 months. I don't know. July, August, September, October, November, December. 10 months. 10 months now. Almost 10 months. Probably in a week it'll be 10 months. Right? That's that. One thing. Shut down. Second, shut it down. I'm like, I understand the shutdown and why you're saying that. But what happened? I asked them, how many parents have kids that only eat lunch when they go to school? Now you want to do virtual learning. I'm with that. But that kid that went to school and that was the only time he ate food, now what is that kid going to eat? And I don't care if you want to tell me, well, his parents should have did a better job or why they have him. Or listen, that's here nor there. The fact is that an innocent child only eats when he is at school. And now there is no school, so now that kid doesn't eat. Did you think about that when you wanted to shut down? Did you think about depression? Did you think about failed businesses? Suicide? Domestic violence? How many people? I know what you're going to say. Oh, the gene was already in his blood. Most likely males are the culprits of domestic violence, in my view. I know there's probably a couple wives out there beating their husbands up, but let's be honest. Do a couple push-ups, homie. Get your game up. Right? But how many dudes would have never did an act of domestic violence? But he lost his job. He's home all day. He's not used to it. He was probably already a little cuckoo for you to even do something like this. Now, loses his shit. Domestic violence happens. How many kids are getting abused right now because of the shutdown on their home all the time. These are things that I don't know what people think about. I think about it maybe because I don't have kids. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'm like, my bad, OCD kicked in. You know what I mean? But they got to think about that. Like, and I'm like, nobody's going to know the long-term effects. I feel for like 5 years from now. 5 years from now, we're going to be like, yo, this is all because of 2020. My other homie said, nah, we'll know this in about a year. I'm like, fuck, you think that fast? In a year and a half, we're going to find out the effects of a long-term shutdown? I don't know. So, all right, shutdown. Are you sure you want to shut down? Be careful for what you ask. Be careful for what you ask for. What else? I know I'm rambling. It's fucking Tuesday. I'm tired. I got mad shit to do still, but this is fun. This is why I do this. Get some shit off my chest. I got a few guests coming up. It's hard to even book them, like I said, because of the Rona, but I think I definitely got one next week that was on here before. It was a dope time. We did about 2.5, 3 hours. Who knows where we're going to go this time? Shit's going to be dope. But anyway, what else with that, with the shutdown? And this is my other thing. You know what? Is this not America? Everybody wants to scream America. America. Every goddamn time, right? How about you open it to shit the hell up? Open it up. If you are shook, stay home. If people are going out and you're like, this is unbelievable, then don't go there. But if somebody wants to open their business and let them open their business, let them open it. And whoever goes to that business, they take a risk. If you don't want to get sick, don't get sick. Now, I do get it. With a person that took a risk, goes to the bar, chills out, gets the corona, that guy still has to go food shopping. He still is at the doctor's office, at the veterinarian's office, at his workplace. And he's going to come in contact with somebody that was being safe. It's a thin line, right? But long-term effect, what are we doing here? I feel open it up with slight restrictions and let people take their own chances. And if you're shook, stay the fuck home or minimize your exposure. Because the long-term effect is crazy. It's going to be crazy. Mark my words. Tuesday, December 8th, 2020. This is out there. This is out there. Whether I'm here on this earth or not, this episode is going to be out there. Right? So I'm saying it now. The long-term effect is not going to be good. I don't know how. I feel like there are more lives are going to be affected because of a shutdown than the lives would have been affected if we didn't shut down. And then we listening to politicians and Fauci and this guy, and a vaccine normally takes 3 years, but now we got it in a year. Kamala Harris, I think her brother-in-law is a CEO of a Pfizer or some, I don't even know. Don't quote me on it. But everything is, tinfoil hat. I don't trust anybody. I don't even trust I was about to say something wild real quick. I don't trust anybody. I'll say that. It's crazy. It's crazy. 2020 is wild. But so was 2019, 2018, 2017. Every year has been wild. This year's been a little extra. Sure. But is it extra or is it part of the plan and we just roped up? That's for you to decide. I know where I stand. You think what you want to think. Do what you want to do. What else we got going on here? I'm already 32 minutes in. What else? Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys know. I think it was Staten Island. There was a bar in New York that said his bar was in an autonomous zone. So therefore, an autonomous zone does not comply to state regulation and laws. Like Chaz did in Seattle, in the state of Washington. If you don't know about it, Google Chaz, Washington, your autonomous zone, do all that. This guy in New York tried to do that to keep his business open. I get it. whatever. Hey, it's America, right? It's America. Do what the fuck you want. It's America. You're allowed to do that. They shut them down. Whole bunch of protests. Proud Boys were there. You already know what side they were on. When the Proud Boys show up to something, they get a pass. You already know. Proud Boys show up. You already know. He went home. I think he got arrested, actually. Supposedly, one of my homies told me he went back another day to open up the bar. Police were there, were like, yo, fam, you can't be here. The owner of the bar, if I'm not mistaken, is white. New York. We already know with cop shootings and all this other shit. What would have happened? This is what I don't know. Don't blame me if the facts are wrong. And I know I shouldn't put it out there. I am clearly stating this is what somebody told me. I should have done my research, but I'm freestyling. So I don't give a fuck. The guy went back. Police said, you can't open up. Here's the ticket. He's like, nah, you're not going to give me a ticket. They're like, nah, son, you're going to hold this ticket. He's like, nah. Hopped up in the whip, drove off, hit an officer, broke both of his legs. They charged him assault on an officer. Come on. You know that if I hopped up in a whip and charged an officer with my car, one, I probably wouldn't be here. Two, if I was, I would have got dragged out the car and beat up. Three, definitely not an assault on an officer. I would have got attempt of murder on a police officer. This guy, assault on an officer, is what my friend told me. I didn't dwell into this, but this is 2020. This is the whole shit that been going on. It's just a fucked up year, but I feel it's no different than any other year, depending on how you look at life and how you look at the situation of what's going on. All crazy shit been going on, but before this, people just been caught up in their own little lives, so you don't really think about anybody else. Now you're forced to think about yourself and everybody else in a way, like, who's that? Who's this? Who's that? Who's this? And you're home all the time. People are bored. People have nothing to do. They're stressing. They got bills to pay. They can't go to work. Their parents died. The parents are sick. And are they going to get the Rona? It's fucked up. It's definitely fucked up. But gotta do what you gotta do. It's 2020. So 2020, in closing, taught me pretty much everything that I already knew. It just confirmed it. That's what I will say to that. What did 2020 teach me? That everything I thought was not wild and was not crazy. I'm allowed to take my tinfoil hat off and rock a regular hat, because half the shit that I thought could happen happened. And I wasn't the bug. I wasn't bugging. People that thought I was bugging were actually bugging or hoodwinked. And that's that. So love everybody. Love yourself. You already know. Like, share, subscribe. I just becoming a running joke at this point with that shit. What else? Let me see if I got bars for y'all. Yeah, we're going to do this shit because you know what? There's been a lot of funny style shit that been going on. Not a lot. Some shit that I peeped and I'm like, oh, okay. I see how you doing this. I see how you doing that. When it comes to friends and even family sometimes. Everything's a little, listen, I got my own shit going on. Get your life together. I'm trying to get my life together. And I feel like it's pretty much put together. Now, on what parameters are we judging that on? I don't know. You're judging it different than I am. I'm feeling pretty good. I got my hands in many pots, maybe more pots than I should have my hands in. And that's my problem, though. But it's for me to deal with. But I also noticed friends, even family, are fair weather. When the weather's fair, they around. When the weather's sketchy, it's not. So I will say this. I'll end it with this. Everybody wants to be your friend till the money gets slow. Then nobody wants to chill, for real. They say they'll go to war for you, but when the war's on, ain't nobody out in the field. Now you alone in the middle with a handful of bullets because you only came along with one gun. Because your backup said they're going to bring all the rest. There was never an option to run. Cats here now, but they gone tomorrow. As soon as you need some cash to borrow. But thank God I got it where I don't need none. Nah, I can't chill. I got somewhere to be, son. Some friendships ain't worth the strain. You know, money's funny when they're chain strange. And some cats still ain't give my dough back. But yeah, hop up in the whip yelling where the hoes at. Same fucking place that I left the last one. Lucky that I ain't hold the ass for ransom. Cause mad money y'all spent on dinner. Plus the coats to keep it warm in the winter. My homie Cade said get someone a hand guarantee soon enough they gonna want the whole arm. Shit, that's why I stopped smoking bud. Cause nobody ever had 5 on the charm. Once again, cats got plans to feed the whole fam, but nobody wanna chef the meal. Now you alone in the kitchen, everybody still bitching, talking about what they getting out the deal. And you could feed the whole team. And if their plate ain't full, they're still going to eat and turn around and call you Judas. And you could think what you want, but I will say this. You a penny wise, but a pound foolish. If you think that I'm tricking on some whole shit. Fam, I ain't do that for my old bitch. I'm trying to put it in a manner where I don't hurt feelings, but you new dogs need to learn some old tricks. Can't have champagne taste with Kool-Aid money, because that champagne is going to taste funny. And my pop said, listen here, son. The only friend you got is the dollar in your pocket. Don't be a dummy. What? Oh, I get it. Everybody want to be your friend till the money get low. Then nobody want to chill. For real. They say they'll go to war for you. But when the war is on, ain't nobody out in the field. Now you alone in the middle with a handful of bullets because you only came along with one gun. Because your backup said they're going to bring all the rest. There was never an option to run. Watch your mouth. AWOL Podcast. Shout out to everybody. I love y'all. And we out of here. Well, I'm out of here.